Hey, she does not like me. Oh my god. Took forever. What is going on, everybody? My name is AJ, and we are here playing The Hunter, Call of the Wild yet again. So, full disclosure, this is Editor AJ speaking here. Apparently, I turned off the audio, and I did not record anything that I said through this entire episode. So, I'll be doing that thing where I talk over the footage and try to be as witty and humorous as I was before. But with that out of the way, this is an episode suggested by Toon. Yet again, always great suggestions. He suggested that I go ahead and try doing a spinning wheel thing. So this is the Wheel of Destiny. I took it a little bit further. I went ahead and picked my location and weapons and ammo type off of this. So let's take a look at that now. So my favorite map, Silver Ridge Peaks, was picked, and then I decided to add weapons, got handguns, and because I purchased the sidearm pack, I went ahead and did 2 ammo choices. So with that in mind, I picked 2 45s, one that came with the new sidearm pack that I picked up. That's this one right here. It's not a great weapon. And then this Colt 45 as well. I do use that one a bit, but it's a little bit better. To be honest, the real reason I did any of this and did the second spin was the hope of getting this guy. It's a Glock, essentially, and this was my second firearm for my policing days. I started with a Beretta 92F, but switched to this baby, and it was so much nicer. So this is essentially we switched to a 40 caliber, but this is a 10 millimeter. It's a little different, but it is technically the better weapon. It's good for 2 to 6, and the 45s are actually only good for 2 to 5 classes, which unfortunately means it's not great for this map, but I use it all the same. Well, it's not another great one, but it is the first black bear of this hunt, and I get optimistic here, but I gotta taper those expectations. It's not as easy shooting with the pistol as I thought it was going to be, but it was nice to have a black bear as the first one. So the first black bear, of course, I discover, one, the ammo's not going to fit ever for these guys because they're 7s and this only goes up to 6. And 2, I'm always going to have to shoot them a few extra times. So that comes into play a lot, especially when I find my first bison. Now looking back at that footage, I actually made a pretty decent shot on that elk. However, I get distracted again while I'm looking for it. Again, I mean, we're at 75% health. It takes a long time for any of these creatures to die from these wounds. However, I do stumble upon something else as I'm walking towards this potential pickup. All right, I get it. I'm doing a full mag dump for pretty much every animal, and you'll see this a lot. I know that I hit them maybe once, but then I just keep shooting, hoping that I'll drop them faster, and it doesn't always work. In fact, I don't think it ever worked. As I fast travel into the next location with the pure goal to find some black bear, I'm startled by those pronghorn, and they completely vanished. I have no idea where they went. If you guys spotted them there, good on you. I couldn't see them, and I abandoned the idea that I would ever find them again. Of course, my old stomping grounds for the black bear great one grind worked without issue. There's always a lot here. And I had the grand delusion that I would be able to sneak up on them and get like 4 elk and 1 black bear, and I was gonna try my best, but it didn't quite go to plan. But I did at least get something. Yeah, so as soon as she became alerted, I panicked and started firing like crazy. I think that was my biggest mistake. So I fast traveled to one of the locations I typically hunted for my great one black bear grind, right over here, and I noticed everything was across the water. So I repositioned and found myself in front of this huge herd of elk. And as you can see, I'm opening fire, shooting like crazy. This is another mag dump, almost. And I only think I ended up getting 2 from all of that. But of course, as you can see, I did discover a lot of turkeys as I was getting to the road here. And I had a field day with these guys. So I have absolutely no idea why these turkeys decided to fly back towards me after just flying away and effectively escaping me. But they did, and it really helped get these numbers up. And also, he would have been gold! I just had to throw that in there. And after Pedro delivered me the last turkey, I decided it was time to go look for those elk that I had shot. I checked the map, I confirmed that I did kill at least 1, and I sent Pedro to work. So of course I heard that warning while I was collecting this harvest, and decided I would take a look to see if I could find whatever made it. It turns out it was a big horned sheep up on this ridge here, and I took out my trusty revolver, took a shot. Of course I had to go check to see if I actually hit it. I had no idea at this point, but as it turns out I did. Now this guy wasn't a whole lot to write home about, but I did get a good shot right in the pooper, and reminisced here about Big Chongus, the first black bear great one that I got at this lake, but it was time to move on. I then fast traveled to another location and decided to try a method I had seen by another YouTuber I watched named Rooster. And he is a big proponent of riding around on a 4x4, jumping off that thing and shooting everything in front of him as quickly as possible. It took me a while to get it to work, but it was pretty fun. So this was another example of a mag dump. And that's 15 rounds shot into this one animal. I actually got 13 out of 15, which actually is not bad. I mean, that's a pretty good hit ratio right there. It does mean that it's impossible to get a decent amount of money from these guys. But that's not the point of this exercise. It was more about just seeing if I could do it. So it was about this time I decided to check Lady Legend's drinking zone maps for the bison, and I realized at that time that I had not been recording my audio for the entire video. And I finally clicked it on, so you will start hearing me speak outside of the Editor AJ editions. But yeah, I came over here because it is one of their hotspots, and it really is one of their hotspots. Get ready for this. We're at 80 meters. I just realized that my mic has been muted the whole time. So you guys didn't hear anything I said. So it'll all be voiceover. Okay, here we go. We're just going to set this up as a shooting lane. Okay, so yeah, this is another mag dump. Obviously, I did not set up a shooting lane. I had some grand delusion, yet again, that I would just be able to shoot one, bow, 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 bow. And I forgot that I forgot that I had to shoot one stupid bison, 13 times to drop it. So I don't know what I was thinking there. Can you please stop moving? Jeez. So as it turns out, I did drop one of the bison that I shot originally, but I couldn't find them. And for some reason, in Silver Ridge Peaks, I always have trouble with Pedro and not being able to track after I jump on a 4x4. So I had to exit the game, and when I came back, of course, that guy was gone. But I was treated to something else. It appears I reset. Oh, I had to exit the game, so the one I shot is gone anyways. I mean, there's nothing rare or amazing out here. So I don't know why I wasn't on the 4x4 at this point, other than Pedro was going to break. So I shot them individually and didn't do a whole lot, but I did manage to make one of them very angry. Come on, bro. Charge me, madam. Hey, she does not like me. Oh my god. Took forever. Except I did it. So I still haven't gotten on another 4x4. I saw this buffalo. It spooked, and I decided to shoot at it from like 200 meters away. I don't know what's going on here, but I, of course, did not do a whole lot. It's just another random mag dump. Well, cylinder dump. Anyways. This didn't go well, all the same. So this bison coming back into the zone is going to be the last thing I try to hunt for this episode. Oh crap. Woo! It would have been a gold! That's okay. Except, I don't know, there's just something about trying to hunt bison with a gun that's far underrated for them. It doesn't. It just simply doesn't do enough. So I had spotted a turkey in the area just before I shot that last bison. And I decided to try something with this thing. I brought it with me. I figured, what the heck, let's give this a shot. So I went ahead and set it for turkey and set it out and about. Now, nothing came of it initially. So we'll just kind of cut to my outro and you'll see the results. Alright guys, I think I stirred up too much trouble in the area for that turkey to come back. But, well, you know, it is what it is. I thought I would try it. Did not pan out. So that's where we're going to leave it for now. It's about an hour. I got a lot of creatures in that time. Using pistols is fun, but it is not effective against the big boys. So it was an interesting challenge, to say the least. Thank you to Toon for that one. Again, always awesome. Oh, crap. He they were coming. I actually called them in and I made them flee. Anyways, that's fine. But thank you to Toon for this challenge. Fun as always. I enjoyed myself. If you guys have any other suggestions, please let me know. And if you haven't already done so, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It certainly helps with the YouTubes and the algorithms and the whatnots. But yeah, for now, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.